awesome band in the world, the One Love Orchestra. And the only band with a badass ukulele. Yeah, hear that? We got a ukulele, y'all don't. Hi, welcome, I love you. Here is a whole new thing we're doing tonight. Ha! New year, new things. All right, let me get some inhalers. Here's what we got. We got some graduates. We got a graduate class. We have ministers, folks. We have people who have put up a lot of love, a lot of compassion, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and they have managed to become ministers of the church. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw them in the deep end of the pond. Okay? This is their test. This is their acid test. They will be running the services tonight. I will be sitting on the sideline heckling. Supervising, sorry. So, with not really too much further ado, let me introduce the new ministers of the First Church of Cannabis, Miss Gina Perry and Miss Sky Wells. Now, since the band's not back there playing opening music for the new ministers, I know you didn't know, this is a surprise. Hey, ladies, go all the way back, and you hug every single person in this room. You're a minister. Get your ass back there and do this right. Ladies and gentlemen, meet your new ministresses. Get in there and hug everybody. You are the new ministers. You have to hug everybody and tell them you love them. That is your job. I'm sorry, but your job is to promote and market love, compassion, good health, happiness. We need more ukulele. Flip on my instrument. You ain't getting those new ones. It's not going down on our record. Hello, Internet people. I love each and every one of you out there, Internet people. People are in here hugging right now. Please forgive us, you can't see that. See, hugging. They got this row and then this row, and then they got this one. And then went over here to this one, and then they got this one. And then they came back over here. And it's like, no, if you do it one row at a time, it's real easy. I like the approach. It's like doing figure eights to cut your lawn. You get it done, but it's always a lot of fun. You got everybody? Have you hugged everybody? Do you feel better? You get that fun feeling? You got that fun feeling inside your soul. Makes you want to dance, makes you got goosebumps, makes you feel that you're loved, huh? Who feels love? Yes! Come on up, ladies. Everybody get a hug from these ladies? All right. No. You see this? This is our regular thing, right? Okay, and you're the ministers who are going to do this. I've introduced you, right? We've done our 3 to 5 songs. What are you going to lead us in?
Everybody got stand up because I love you prayer with us? You have a mic. Use it. 5 times. We're going to do it 5 times. We'll go front, and go to your right or your left. Say I love you. Go the other way. I love you. And I love you. And then one more up top. Can we do this together? All right. Ready? I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Thank you for all of that love. Now the next portion is to light our candles, which represents our principles of the live, love, laugh, learn, create, grow, teach. Not necessarily in that order all the time. I would ask now for a volunteer. Do I have someone spiritually capable of igniting these candles? We have an incendiary device for your use. All right. You apply the light. Okay. The rest of you, I would ask to express your generosity in supporting this cause. Can we please pass the plate? I know somebody's got some Christmas money they're holding on to, and you need a good place to put it. This is how you pay it forward. Gift cards are acceptable. We'll take what you have in your stocking. This money does a lot of good. We educate, help all kinds of people. And everything that you give will come back to you threefold. I believe in that. What you put in, 3 times as much you'll have again. What you plan on taking, triple the payments you plan on making. That's how we do this. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. We're going to do some testimonials. I'm going to start just by telling you that I am very humbled and very grateful to be here. That is my testimony. That's my gratitude. Not only do I get to help people, but I get to do it with the most extraordinary people I've ever met. They make me better. And I am thankful for that. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to tell the people that I've been involved with for years how much you have deeply touched me. As much as this plant has saved my life, so have you. So if you're new here, keep coming back and we'll become family. And if you're family, pick up after your damn selves when you leave, okay? Does anybody have a special? Do you want to share some of your? Please do. Please do. What is your name, sweetheart? Hi, Lucy. We love you.
Thank you. Hi, guys. Just want to do a quick little reminder. Again, there's a big brown box that you see when you're walking in the front door. That is for collections, coats, blankets, socks, anything that you're willing to give up that you don't use anymore. It's not doing you good if it's just sitting in a closet somewhere. Someone out on the street or your shelter use it. I'm doing this for Cover Me. And a couple days ago, we went to Julian Center and took a truckload of all kinds of stuff for donation. It was very, very cool. It made me feel good, actually. And I'm happy how you're doing it. It's really easy. It's not a big deal. You go up there, you ring the bell, you let them know that you're there, you've got stuff to donate, and then they have you go around back. And basically, the guy explained to me how it works. It's kind of cool. They have their own thrift shop, and then the women there, they give them vouchers, so they can actually take the vouchers and go do their own shopping and pick out what they want for themselves, which is kind of cool instead of people just going here, take this and put this on. obviously people are going to be grateful, but if they can pick it up for themselves, that's even a little more personal. It's kind of cool. But on top of that, you know, all the other stuff that we take out, the big hefty coats, the blankets, and lots and lots and lots of socks. A pair of socks during the day for someone that's out on the street is like $1 million. Warm, dry feet is huge. So every chance that we have an accumulation and we go out and make our drops, it's awesome. You're touching someone, you're helping them out, and at the end of the day, you feel good about yourself too. So just a reminder, there's lots out there. If you've got stuff, drop it, please.
All right, is there anyone else out there that's had something happen to them this week they want to share? It can be anything from good to bad. I mean, we could do ugly. You want to come up?
Chicago Bears, come on down.
All right, come up here. You got to tell us your name.
Oh yeah, of course. Hey everybody, my name is Tawan. Love you too, guys. Got a couple of things to share with you guys. Next week I'll be going home, like I do every year, do some comedy. But speaking of comedy, I just received word that I've become one of the newest writers for Bob and Tom Show. So within the next few months or so, you'll be hearing some of my zany bits with me and my cohorts. And as me being a comedian, Tuesdays is really important to me because I've been doing this way before this became religion. But I believe that if you make at least one person smile and laugh and feel good about themselves, then you're doing your job. So whenever you see somebody who's just down and out, they feel like they're giving up, they feel like they haven't done anything productive in their lives, just tell them a good not my joke, or if you're perverted, tell them a good dirty joke. And you can see the happiness radiate from their body. And if you can do that to at least one person a day, then you will be better as well. So I just want to leave that with you guys, and hope you guys had a great new year, and let's make this big year even better. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I love you. Happy New Year. Thank you. So I learned a very, very important lesson in 2015 about, I love you too, Tony. It's my sister. Loud mouth. My name is Ari. We did this. I love you. Where were you? Okay. So I learned a very important lesson this week, intolerance. I did. I became very upset about much of nothing at all. And I was going through my week, you know, I'm getting up every day, I'm going to work, I'm coming home, I got this great family, I got Bill, I got my dad, I got Tony, I got these animals, and I just wasn't getting there, and I wasn't very happy. Lost it. And I call it dropping my basket. And I sort of dropped my basket into the bathtub and flipped out and freaked out like I've never ever done that ever before in my life. Because I was just so frustrated with everything. And I had not taken time to appreciate all of these wonderful things that I had instead of all of these wonderful things that were not. So I hope that this year I can take more of that out of the door and not to the bathtub. And bring a lot more of that tolerance to a lot more people that are running around, rushing around, not appreciating, you know, much at all. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you. I love you.
And during that time, I experienced something wasn't so great. I've been wadded up a couple of times, motorcycle wrecks, things like that, broken a hell of a lot of bones, real sore all the time. So I've been taking painkillers for like 8 years straight. And 1st of December, I couldn't get my ass out of the chair, so that pissed me off. And I put them down. And man, what a rough ride. I mean, wow. I was naive enough to think that this will be easy. No, it really wasn't. But I gotta tell you, if it weren't for my daily sacrament, I wouldn't be able to stand up. I hurting bad all the time, and it's past the withdrawals now to normal. This is the way life is. Great. So I'll be back on painkillers again in a little while. I'm pretty sure of that. You know, but that's my fate. Okay, I'll be on them forever. So just trying to take a break, trying to clean myself out a little bit. Wow, what a ride! It really did blow. If it weren't for the sacrament, I don't know what I would have done. Thank you very much. Love you all.
Come on down here, young fella.
Hey guys, I'm Zach. I love you. I had a pretty crazy, memorable week. Most specifically, New Year's Eve. I was chilling at my friend's house, and we were doing dabs.
Or they were doing you.
And, well, I mean, I can't describe to you how bad of a trip this was, man. Like, it must have been laced with something, because there was this moment where I felt like I was in hell, but it wasn't hell in the traditional sense. It was like my own version of hell, where like everybody was just sitting around me, and I just remember everything just stopped. Like there's this snapshot of the scene, and I just remember like drifting around in this weird, like, I don't know, like ethereal kind of haze, where everything just kind of glowed with this weird orange intensity. And then I heard this screaming, like nothing you could ever believe, but I didn't really know what it was. It started off really, really like small and audible, but then it just grew and just, man, I don't know what to say like that. I've never experienced a bad trip, and just feeling that, I mean, it was the most profound moment I think I've ever felt, because there was no like familiar sort of area I was in at that moment. Like everything was just alien, and I was just like floating in this weird hazy confusion. Man, so like I've thought about using again. I don't know. That kind of deterred me a little bit. I think I'm just gonna do edibles and smoke weed from now on. Oh my goodness.
Sounds like a teachable moment.
Holy shit. But for those who aren't familiar, I'm the house poet, so every week I deliver a poem. And this week I do have something, but I don't know. I was just like lost in that moment, so I didn't really write anything too long or too extravagant. But let's see here. When night casts her ethereal spell, with you I'm sure I can tell that I'm gonna dream well. A light, a glow, shimmering with the intensity of a colorful rainbow. A light, oh what a light, but a dream I'd surely dream for in misty twilight. An angel with a dark piercing veil, hitting my soul like stones of a great and terrible hail. But I know all too well the strength of her, as she's too soon to be stuck in the muck of my heart's blissful glee. The shadows transfixed like an all too powerful crown of her movements, a 21st century girl with her head lost in the clouds, without a care, an angry thought, like a child seeking to be brought. Thank you.
Very much. Very much. Would anyone else like to share some prose? A little personal history account? What about you, my dear?
All right, well, I'm guessing it's my turn.
Do we have one? All right. I see you now. He was a late entry. I didn't see the hand.
What's going on? I'm Chris.
What you? We love you.
I just want to say that by following number 4 of the DD Dozen, I've lost 10 pounds within the last 3 weeks.
Awesome talk. Attaboy. That's what we like to hear. Somebody getting healthy on this stuff. That's what you do with it. Who else is getting healthy with cannabis? Come on. Surely somebody has achieved some blissful health. I have.
All right, I will go. I was asked. I'm Sky. Thank you, and I love you guys for being patient with us. I was asked when and why I wanted to be a Canitarian minister, and when I started talking about cannabis was about 15 years ago. I moved to America 20 years ago, and it took me about 5 years to realize that they needed help. I grew up overseas, and cannabis wasn't a problem there. Where I grew up, the law is first-time offenders go to rehab, second offenders then go to jail. So it was never a big deal, and it was never really talked about other than in like random conversation because it just wasn't a thing. When I got here, I was 18, and it's a huge deal, huge, unreal, I can't believe it thing. And so for about 15 years, I've been advocating, and this opportunity is giving me a chance to use my voice in different ways to show, yeah, thank you. I have a lot to say, and this is going to give me a chance to say it. So I'm honored to be a part of this as well. Like Gina said, it's an amazing thing. And if you're here, come back. If not, if you see me anywhere, always say hi. I have a yellow Volkswagen bus. If you see me, honk.
We love the bus.
One of my main goals with cannabis in this church is to help change the image of the normal cannabis user. You don't have to have sweats on and dirty hair to smoke pot. We all know attorneys, lawyers, cops, everybody that smokes marijuana. Or if you want to say cannabis and be politically correct, let's do that. I'm a cannabis user, I'm a business owner, I'm a mom, I'm all sorts of fun things besides just that. And that's something that I feel strongly about, and I think other people need to realize that it's your neighbor, it's your pastor, it's your friends, kids, parents, it's everybody. So at this point, I'm going to shut up, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what you're in for with me.
Yeah. Here.
Announcements. We're going to do a prayer for health. We're going to take a moment of silence. Do we have the announcements? Okay.
Would anybody else like to share something? Don't make us do all that talking. Come on, my dearest. We know you love your Granny J.
I am
Let's
Granny
say
J.
how much
I
we
love
love
you
her.
all.
We love you.
I have to tell you about the Twisted Sisters. Back in May, before we had a church, before we had a website, before we had anything but a Facebook page, and half the world thought that was a faux Facebook page, we didn't really exist, the three of us and 2 or 3 others went to a music festival. We set up a canopy, we put First Church Cannabis stickers on it, and we started passing out membership cards, and it poured rain, and we had 8 inches of mud, and it didn't matter. All the young people left because they couldn't stand the mud and the rain. They hung out with the old timer who said, "It's only rain, it's not as bad as Woodstock, just keep going." And we spent 5 days down there talking to people. The very last night, almost everybody in the camp was gone. I'm still sitting in the canopy because somebody might come by. White pickup truck pulls up, he says, "Are you Granny J?" "Yes." "Well, I'm from Arizona. Arizona-New Mexico border. I stopped for gas in Evansville, and I asked where the first church of Cannabis was. And they said, "There's 5 of the craziest women up at that camp. Go up and talk to them." And he did for 3 hours. So we and a couple of others were the first missionaries, if you will.
That's right, the Twisted
And,
Sisters of the Nasty Habit.
We had a great time. We talked to a lot of people. Membership started coming in. Some of those people are still in touch, even though this was southern Indiana and Kentucky and Illinois. And that's how we started spreading the word. And I'm sure these 2 crazy people will continue spreading the word however they can. And we love you.
It is my personal promise to you that that shall be done.
Absolutely.
Real quick before Granny J runs away and hides. New Year's Eve, got to have a really cool evening. Dino and I had an acoustic gig, and I was pleasured with the company of Granny J, and Jeff and Misty, and Derby and his lovely wife Angela. They came out and had dinner and hung out, and I hope enjoyed themselves.
Oh, yeah?
Good, yay. I want to thank you guys very much for coming out. That meant a lot to me.
We want to thank you for playing.
Yeah. I got paid, so hey, And I'm getting ready to be a nana again here. I'm thinking by the end of this month. She's supposedly got a couple of months, but she's tinier than I am, and she's gonna bust anytime soon. So this will be my second one. So I already have a girl, she's 2, getting ready to have a boy. So I'm excited.
Grandbabies, man, love them. Love them. I don't have it yet. Oh, it's coming.
Hello everyone, I'm Gary.
Gary, love you.
I love each and every one of you. I do. I want to touch bases real quick on something about my personal life. I've been in the ministries. I've been ordained pastor actually since 1997. I've been doing American Legion chaplain services for them as well. I hold a few different, or I am ordained in different few places, but the thing I wanted to expose actually is the truth about some of the churches out there in a loving way. I've always used cannabis since the age of 13 years of age, and in running another church, a Christian church, actually it was acceptable behind the closed doors of the church. So I wanted you guys all to know that, you know, we don't hide nothing here, we've got nothing to hide. So we speak the truth to everyone out there as well as here. But as for me, cannabis has helped me since the age of 13. I've been through multiple traumatic experiences, and most of you have been. And, you know, the cannabis is just, the edibles are awesome. The dabs, I suggest Zach stay away from them. You know, that's a different class for you right now. But, you know, I just wanted to share something that, you know, the other congregations that you go to will not speak of cannabis. They will keep things behind the doors, okay? And if you go to them and you confide in them, they will speak to you about it. But will they actually give you help? From my experience of 20 years, no, no. They just postpone you, okay? And I came here July 1st, and I was looking for something, unbeknownst to me, and I found that it was called love, okay? And the coolest thing is that I've been here now, and now I'm part of the board advisory as well. And I do a little counseling as well, and different things as well. But, you know, I just wanted to imply once again that cannabis is the thing that helps me going, you know, so I just suggest all you guys that have never ever tried it out there, you know, to utilize it in the right way, okay? And Zach, smoke it, buddy. All right, love you guys.
Thank you so much. Come on, somebody else have something to share?
Come all the way to the bar.
She's coming up with balloons on. This is going to be great. the answers, so I just figured I'd get up and ask the questions. On Facebook, I was just kind of looking on Facebook before church started. Of course, I'd never do it during church, you know. But you had posted something about Senate Bill 209, introduced by Senator Tallien, and that it's going into that committee with Patricia Miller, who's in charge of that committee. Right. And it said, what are we going to do to help? What can we do?
Call. Let your voice be heard.
Why, hello there. Right now there is a normal page that sets up the template for you to write the letter to the senators, to the House reps, to all the important people.
Okay.
And I posted it a few posts after that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
But it's there, and it's from our friends at normal.org.
So not Indiana Normal, but the national.
National sets up the templates for all the counties and cities and states. And we use their server because they're paying the bills for that service.
Okay.
And locals are too poor to do it.
Is it all pretty much up to Senator Miller? Whether or not it'll be heard?
My understanding is that Pence has given a blanket order for no medical, no nothing, and he has asked his minions to not do anything with cannabis as we know it. They did allow the hemp bill through, and they will allow a CBD, hemp-only CBD bill through. It went through 10-1 last year. 10-0, so I mean, everybody's pushing for the CBDs from hemp because it helps children in epilepsy, but it doesn't do squat for cancer and the other issues.
No.
So
from what I learned, the CBD is a pain-killing component, but it needs THC to deliver the CBD to the receptors.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So it's time for us to all reach out and touch our politicians. We need to reach out and call them. We need to email them. We need to go down and set up appointments and talk to them.
Yeah. Okay.
If there are people who are legitimate patients, I suggest patients go down as often and as many as possible. The more patients that go down there and see these people and let them know that this is a real thing.
Yeah.
That they can be cured with cannabis oil. They can be, feel better with medibles. So on kind, we're preaching to the choir here. Hey, golly, everybody over this church likes marijuana. What do you think about that?
Right.
Who loves cannabis? Well, that was an easy hit. Here you go, ladies. Run the show.
I think that was my only question.
Well, it was a very good question. I hope it answered some of your questions, but the point is, if some guy from India will call you every night during dinner to sell you car insurance, then you should be calling your congressman every night while they eat. If you're not going to be a pain in the ass to save a life, then what are you doing it for? You're good at it. Use your talent.
Come on in.
Hi, my name is Jack. Yeah, what a great place. I was passing through. I'm up from Chesterton, Indiana, and actually the home of Karen Tallien is our senator up there. So I see your post as well. We wish her a lot of luck getting that push through, and hopefully something will happen. But I want to testify. I was diagnosed with PTSD coming home from the service, and I tried different medications, handling depression and things like this. But the thing that I turn to the most and I find the most relief from is high-grade marijuana. Yeah. And it eases my days. And I'm a professional businessman. My mother's actually a judge up in Northwest Indiana. We see it time and time again. The judges complain about it, the politicians complain that our jails are full from meaningless actions. And so I just want to come up and say that to you guys. I really like what you're doing down here. You have a lot of friends up in Northwest Indiana. Just so you guys know. So, peace. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you so much. Thank you for your service. Thank you to all our service people.
Do we have anybody else that wants to say something?
We got somebody coming up. Come on up. By the way, as of today, I saw a news article that PTSD has been authorized by the federal government for treatment with cannabis.
Baby steps, and we're getting close.
Hi guys. I'm not too loud, am I? I usually talk real loud anyway, so I'm Brian, by the way. I love you. You know, last January I was stricken with a Crohn's attack. I've had it since 2004. Since then, you know, I was released from my job. Everything was all right. Insurance fell off, and I had a doctor's appointment. And I told him, I said, I can't eat pain meds. That it goes against the Crohn's, it's bad for you, kills your liver, kills your kidneys. I mean, I'm a type 2 diabetic. So he looked at me and said, what have you been doing? I was smoking a hell of a lot of cannabis. He was like, oh, so you have access to that? And I was like, well, yeah, I was lucky enough to July to invent a device that protects water pumps. And I spend 14 days a month out in Colorado now. So he says, well, okay. He says, if you have that kind of access, yeah, no doubt. So he says, start taking a 250 milligram capsule a week and smoke a joint as needed for pain. And I'm like, brilliant, that's cheaper than the $3,200 a month for the Humira shot that I was gonna have to pay. Because so I follow his advice and I go out there and I come home and I've got these 250 milligram capsules. And when they mean, you know your limits, they mean know your limits.
Hey, talking to you.
I took my first 250. Now I have a pretty high tolerance. Anyways, I just spent a week in the hospital and I was still high when I got out. I took this capsule and man, I'm a big dude. 250 milligrams ain't nothing. So I sat down and I ate a Snickers bar, being a diabetic like I am, and stoned off my mind. I'm sitting there and I reach over and I grab the remote control. And before I hit the button, before the TV could actually come on, I snored. And I thought, I don't know if this doctor knew what he was telling me to do or not. So I decided I'm going to stand up and I'm going to go to my room, and I made it to the chair and I'm like, I ain't even going to make it. I'm going to sleep right here. I'm just going to sit down and fall asleep here. So my friend's daughter comes home and I'm asleep in his chair because I couldn't make it across the street. And she's like, you were snoring, you were out, I just left you alone. And I swear to God, when I woke up after that 8-hour nap, 8 hours, mind you, so know your edibles or else you're gonna lose a day. I didn't have the same pains that I had. It was like all of a sudden my tolerance for pain had changed. So I continued to do this. Well, that's, the CBDs and everything, and it helped, but like I said, the Crohn's is much more dangerous than what I could handle with the cannabis at the time, and I ended up back in the hospital. So this time I'm laying in the hospital, and the surgeon says, what do you want to do for pain? I was like, well, I don't like pain medications. He says, well, you're taking them anyways. I don't care. You're taking them. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be taking oil. He says, take that too. He says, if it makes you feel better, go ahead and do that, So I just got out of the hospital a couple days ago, and man, I haven't had a chance because, like I said, I spend so much time out west that I'm never here on a Wednesday to see you guys. I've missed you since the second or third week. So, yeah, things are looking good, man. And I tell you what, that oil is amazing. Don't waste your time with cookies and stuff like that. Make those capsules. It's the best way to do it. I mean, it really is. I mean, I'm a diabetic. I can't eat the cookies, guys. I mean, yes, there you go. Anything helps, really. So, All I'm saying is when you guys take it or you guys start eating your edibles, watch yourselves. Just be careful, you know. And amen for this, Bill. Thank you. Ladies, congratulations.
Keep getting better, buddy. Anyone else? Would anyone else like to share a little something? Oh, we have a repeat visitor.
Hi, I'm Robin.
Hi, Robin. Love you still.
Love you too. On a serious note, seriously, if you tell your doctor that you smoke pot and he writes it down in your packet and you get into an automobile wreck, been there many times, right? Been wadded up hard, and they request your medical records, they will see you smoke pot, and your own insurance company will turn adversarial on you. So I talked my doctor into having some sort of code, you know, so write it down, but don't really write it down. It will be bad for you.
They usually say they don't. Whenever you mention it to them, they say, no, I'm not going to put that in your record.
Right. You have to say something, because if it goes in your record as his personal notes, you're screwed.
Very good point.
Thank you for that.
That reminds me of a doctor visit. When I fessed up in my very next test, the receptionist said, oh, I see here that you abuse marijuana. I said, oh, I beg to differ. I use it very successfully. I would like that noted. Thank you.
All right.
Anybody else want to share about some medical triumphs, some spiritual epiphanies, anything? Because we are all here to listen. Your story is as important as anybody's. And if you don't want to share with everybody, any one of us would be happy to talk with you later on, because that's where we all started. No one?
Going once?
Here we
Oh,
go. That's right. Come on up.
I've been having microphone withdrawal. It's been a minute. I'm Scotty.
Hi, Scotty.
I love you all. And actually, I just wanted to let you know that it's that very reason that this stage is starting to look a little different. You might have noticed a little bit more light. Our live feed's looking better. I finally got the audio straightened out. So all those people at home can hear us, see us, and come as close as they can to experiencing what we experience in our house. That's about it. Love you all.
Love you, and thank you for this incredible work. Just outstanding. Thank you, Scotty. Now comes the moment of the program where me and Sky bust out into a throaty rendition of Adele. No, that's not what we do. Okay.
No, we decided against that.
Okay, maybe a moment of silence would be preferable to that.
Yes, let's do that instead.
Okay. Would everybody join us? Express yourself silently the way you choose, but do it with gratitude, okay?
Feel the healing power of love.
Breathe in good shit. Breathe out bullshit. Everybody do that? All right.
I just filled this room full of
In love's name. Amen.
Amen. We're going to say the auto prayer. We're going to start doing this. Be nice to as many people as you can. It's absolutely free. I'll be nice to you and you'll be nice to me. Just like tag. If we start tonight, tomorrow will be a better world. It's by Otto the Comic.
You're here.
The announcements. announcements.
You're the announcers, ladies.
Somebody come up and tell us what's going on.
We don't have them, so somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, we
Hi, Mama J.
Hi, buddy. Friday night, we're going to start an 8-week series of comedy. Will be Jerry Goebel and the Grinders. He has pulled in comics from all over Midwest. Some of them are phenomenal. We have a couple of them in the audience tonight. One of the other things we're doing is Lucy and Dino started the Cover Me project, which is to clothe blankets, coats, socks, anything the homeless might need. You'll find a box in the front lobby, fill it up. Dino and Lucy take it and get it distributed for us. That way nobody's upset about it coming from the First Church campus. The toy room has been stocked to the point where you will not believe all the donations we have. We have put up it's wonderful. We put up an eBay page called the First Church Cannabis Garage Sale. We have barely started listing things, but we will. So if you want to get something before it goes online to be auctioned off, take some time to get down there and look around. It's kind of fun. We noticed some people just go nuts over toys, and it's not the little kids. No. What else? Anything else I forgot? Okay, I think that's all we're going to do this week. We'll have Friday night, comedy night, service next Wednesday, and help us cover up the homeless, okay? We really need your help to do this project.
All right, it's time for the Deity Dozen. I'm sure we all know how this works. Are we? What? We did? Church announcements? Oh.
But I'm throwing some gears.
Uh-oh, we got a curveball.
All right.
You got a fuzzball.
Let me take this one. Okay, technically, if we have minors in here, and we are going to read the Deity Dozen, this is where we would ask the minors to go downstairs. But since we don't have any sacrament, the minors can stay in the room. But that's how we're going to do it. So here you go, read the Deity Dozen. Get it going, girls.
Got it. All right. Do we stand? Do you want to stand with us and do this? Or you just want to sit? Listen. Then you sit,
Feel
we'll
like
stand.
stand up. Go on, stand up.
All right. We'll say it, and then we'll say it again. You can say it with us. We got this. We all know what we're doing. All right. Number 1. Don't be an asshole. Treat everyone with love as an equal. Don't be an asshole. Treat everyone with love as an equal.
The day starts with your smile. When you get up, wear it first.
The day starts with your smile. When you get up, wear it first. Help others when you can, not for money, but it's because it's needed. Help others when you can, not for money, but because it's needed.
Treat your body as a temple. Do not poison it with poor quality foods and sodas.
Treat your body as a temple. Do not poison it with poor quality foods and sodas. Do not take advantage of people. Do not intentionally hurt anything. Do not take advantage of people. Do not intentionally hurt anything.
Never start a fight, but finish every one.
Never start a fight, but finish
them.
Grow food, raise animals, get nature into your daily routine. Grow food, raise animals, get nature into your daily routine.
Do not be a troll on the internet. Oh, I just can't stress that enough.
Please.
Respect others without name calling and being vulgarly aggressive. Oh.
Do not be a troll on the internet. Respect others without name calling and being vulgarly aggressive. Spend at least 10 minutes a day just contemplating life in a quiet space. Spend 10 minutes a day just contemplating life in a quiet space.
Protect those who cannot protect themselves.
Protect those who cannot protect themselves. Laugh often and share humor. Have fun in life and be positive. Laugh often, share humor. Have fun in life, be positive.
All right, let's see you do this one.
All right.
Cannabis, the healing plant, is our sacrament. It brings us closer to ourselves and others. It is our fountain of health, our love, curing us from illness and depression. We embrace it with our whole heart and spirit, individually and as a group. Amen. Hey, I just want to say thank you. You guys spent a very special evening with us, and from the bottom of my heart, I'm sure Sky agrees, we will remember this forever, and I'm glad each and every one of you were here to share it with us.
We'll see you next week.
Hold on. You ain't going anywhere.
This is not the end.
Here, you're officially ordained. You get little plaques that say you're officially ordained. I love you all. How'd they do? Louder! Ladies and gentlemen, you did awesome. Now let's kick in the band, the world's greatest band in the world, the One Love Orchestra. I love you all. Have an awesome night. Love you, internet people. Squeeze weed, scratch glass, be kind to strangers.
They said it turned out great. I'm just the cook. Just the cook. Just the cook, that's right.
excuse me.